come through, I'ma keep it tight. Don't even come my way if you know you ain't right. When I come through, boys know it's me. A player from the South, nothing less than a chief. When I come through, they know I'm got my...
Destro, this is Curtis, baby.
Yeah, I know Curtis, man.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, man, on that intro, man, on them clips, it look like I really think I'll be talking about some shit, don't it? 'Cause I'm pointing, hey, man, you know, the cosmos and shit. You know, like, I was looking, I said, wait, man, I'm talking about something right now. I always know what I'm saying, but it looked like I was talking about some important shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I ever looked up there and thought about that. I said, hey, that boy look live, man, what he talking about. I don't know who he is, but, man,
he said something.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? What is going on? You are looking at your boy, the Music Man, and this is Off the Muscle, where we give you knowledge, wisdom, and game. And to my right is that maniac himself in the house. You know what I'm saying? And then we also got my main man behind the keyboard, the controls, and that mouse back there in the house.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Tay is in this bad boy.
What up,
You know what I'm
baby?
saying?
What's happening? What's happening, man? Hey, man, I'm a little warm at you, baby. I talk to you every week. I talk to you everybody. These last 2 weeks.
All right.
eh,
All right.
This week here, I ain't talked to you to the day.
You right. I ain't think about that. Yeah,
Dang.
Hey, man,
My
you know they
brother,
say
brother.
trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Trying to, you know what I'm saying?
I can do
They
it.
say you got to take it from this hand and move it to this one and send it out the door and make some more.
For sure.
Because the thing is that if you don't ever position your situation
Mhm.
and your mindset to make sure that you know, see the money, you can't trick the money. That's we're gonna have a show about this. You can't trick the money,
Can't trick the
but
bread.
each dollar is a soldier, and you have to send the soldier out to make more soldiers.
Okay.
See, people always take money and they take it and they put it in their hand and they spend it, and they don't think about if you take that $1 and you send it out and you let him go make some money so that he can bring back some friends.
Mm-hmm.
Each dollar can make money on its own. You just gotta learn how to let the money make money. We're too busy trying to work hard and make money, but sometimes you gotta get that extra hustle in so that you can take some of that extra so you can send them out this way while you paying bills over here.
For sure.
So if you pay bills here, you got money going out that way, then you doing what you're supposed to do. But
Already.
yeah, man, I think I had kind of stopped for a minute and gave up on the process of, you know how you say, oh man, shit, man, we all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm still too young for that.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody wants to be retired.
Man.
But I tell the kids, and I can't contradict myself, if you work hard when you're young, live life good when you're old.
Man, shit.
That's for you too. Work hard while you're young, man.
Definitely.
But you can't.
Yo,
But you
young
can't.
ass.
God, no, 20 something.
Hey, man.
27.
What you doing right now? I wish.
Almost 20.
I mean, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, man.
I was finna interrupt you.
I had some. Hey.
If we could go back, but still keep what we have,
Yeah.
but just make the changes where we use our brain to put it out there the right way.
Yo.
That's what you
Boy,
finna say.
man, I'm
I ain't trying to tell you what to say, but I'm just what you finna say.
Yeah, because your ass feel the same way.
I feel the same way. Because I cut off some of the bad shit, but not change some of the bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Because I wouldn't. I've asked people this before. You know how guys sit around you know, my nigga, you know, even though we don't smoke, but you know what I'm saying? Like, would you, like, I won't change my kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you seen Back to the Future. If you change this, you change everything.
Change everything, for sure.
No, I'll if there's a way I can keep my kids and fix some of the downfalls, because I'd be a quadruple millionaire right now if I only knew now.
Go back with your
If I
sports
only knew then what I
almanac.
know now.
Yes, you know now.
Take your sports almanac.
Yeah.
Man, I'll take the sports almanac back, man, and make some bets on that Tyson and Buster Douglas fight and Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones. And, you know, Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, it was my two favorite fighters, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, them boys both took L's at the wrong times, boy.
Didn't they?
Hey.
Yeah.
But you could have put $50 on that fight and won $1 million, boy, got dog. On that Tyson fight. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look here, y'all. Maniac,
Yes, sir.
you know what we talking about this week?
You asking?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Tell the people what we talking about this week, man. Let them know what it is.
When they tell you who they are, believe them the first time.
Hey, man. Believe them the first time. All right, now. I ran across a cat, and I don't even know the dude. He was on one of the social media sites. Big old ass brother, man. He had muscles and shit with his shirt off. And I ain't click on that nigga because he had his shirt off. I'm trying to see. He was under the title of my investigation. So, and he was saying that he can't do that. And I said, and he started explaining himself. He can't do that, and he figured that most people couldn't. And I was like, well, shit, you right about that because most people don't. Because if they did, you wouldn't fuck with half the people you fucked with. Believe him the first time is where I'm talking about. The first time. Because see, what happens is that, and he's saying that you have to allow for mistakes. You have to allow people to correct themselves around you. Mott, some people don't know who they fucking with.
Okay.
You feel me?
For sure.
Okay. Some people don't know Big Wood from Brush.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people that in my life that ran across me and didn't think I rose like I rose.
For sure.
And they tried this at first. So I held it against them. But then when they learned who I was as a cat, and they say, hey, man, and then I let them make it. And they ended up being good people.
Straight.
So if I would have took them for that, exactly what he was talking about, and believed them the first time, I could have lost a friend.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? Or an associate, whatever you want to call them. But I have some friends right now today that if I held them to the exact first then I would have never, ever messed with them again. So that's why this subject is tough. Because it does apply to specifics of a person. Think about this. What you gonna do to the cat that steals from you once? That's it. See, if you're gonna steal from me, man. See, that's you didn't even ask me for it. You never asked me for it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So if you ask me for it,
Gone. This is a different story.
it's a different story. Because I got, you can say, hey man, there's a lot of time. Dude told me a long time ago, he said, hey man, if somebody say they ask you for something, you tell them no, they can't have it. And then they turn around and say, hey man, if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna take it. Like, you gonna strong arm take it? You gonna bust my head and take it? Let me know what you gonna do. Yeah. Or you mean you gonna steal it? And a lot of times they say, man, I'll just end up stealing it from you. Then a lot of times you just say, you know what, here you go, man. I'm gonna give it to you. Because you was real with me. Like the bum on the corner that holds the sign.
This is for
He's telling you who he is, man.
Yeah.
Believe him. The first time. Some of them say we'll work for food, and you offer them a job, they be like, oh no, yeah, I'm just bullshitting, No, well, your sign said you'll work for food.
Yeah, right.
But when I told you to come over here and build this fence,
over here.
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Old buddy say he pulled up on a prostitute, and he said, hey, what's going on, man? What do you do for $100? And she said, I'll do anything for $100. He said, get in the car. So he put her in the car. Drove to the house. He said, well, shit, I need this flow swept. I need that fence repaired. And she took it to the house. I mean, she said she'd do anything for $100. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't want no snacks.
He didn't say do this.
Yeah, he wanted some work done. He said, shit, we gonna make something happen. So the great Maya Angelou is the one who said and or made that line famous. She introduced people to the overstanding of when someone shows you or tells you who they are, believe them, period. The first time, second time. She said there's no reason why anybody should tell you 29 times and then you wondering why you're getting bust upside your head. Most people are going to tell you who they are from the get-go. Now, here's my question. There's fakers out there in this world. I've come to the understanding Maniac, that there are people that can fake the funk for a long time around you
Mm.
until they get in with you real good, and then that's when you find out who they are. But sometimes that they may be the first time because they're good to you, they're nice to you,
Mm.
they're kind, they're sweet, they'll do for you until they get in good enough to where they have that angle on you where you give them back your heart or your soul or your freedom, the freedom around you to move, and then you
Yeah.
find they didn't got you. So, it's one of those subjects that it's an open book of a subject because it can go so far and you can talk about damn near anything or anybody. So let's go ahead and get one out the way. I feel like y'all should know exactly where I'm gonna go with this.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
You can't handle the truth.
Boy, look at here. Are we still friends? Are we still friends? Is what I want to know. And the reason why I'm asking y'all this question is because somebody told us, Maniac. I'm pretty sure that he told you also
Okay.
who he was from the very beginning. If you was on my Facebook, I told you who he was years ago.
I know where this is going.
I told you I was gonna get it out the way. I said, let me get it out the way early. I told you that the other day. He loves dumb people. He told you who he was when he said it. He's not fond of minorities. He told you who he was from the beginning. He slapped you upside your head. He lied to you multiple times. He stole from you. He grabbed your woman's biscuits. You hear me?
Say biscuit.
He grabbed her biscuits, man. All right, I'm trying to be nice.
Did he butter him
All
up
right.
too?
Is he still your friend? You see what I'm saying? That person that I just described. Don't think about who I'm talking about. Think about the person that guy that I just described. Is he still your friend?
No. No.
But he's still our president. He stole from you. All right. He broke multiple laws. And we ain't talking about the 34. Come on, man. We talking about that because that's what made him a felon. But we're talking about stuff that's more important than that. Laws that we know that have been broken that he hasn't been prosecuted for yet. Your friend. So your friend has done all these things. This guy that you know, that you hold up on a pedestal, told you who he was. I know he did because I even told everybody that he's telling everybody who he is. He wrote a book about it. And then said he didn't know what that book contained. All right? And he's still our friend. He told everybody who he was. He's still our president. If you consider that man, you hold him up on a pedestal, why do y'all keep letting him slap you upside the head, go in your pockets, piss on your leg, and tell you it's raining, and then blow smoke in the air and tell you there's nothing to see? That's this the number one. This is topic number one. Subject number one. Maniac, what do you think is what's the draw? You think he's gonna make you a millionaire? You think he's gonna make me a millionaire?
No.
Do we think that? What do we think? What do people think? Let's not say what do we think. I don't think shit. I already tell you what I think. I think the man's disgusting. That guy, the guy we're discussing, the friend of ours. I think that person is a disgusting human being. So
At this point, I agree.
okay, uh,
Maybe not a couple years ago, but now that
overstood,
I've learned more about
overstood,
the situations.
overstood, and
Plural.
The
it's
situations plural.
right, and that matters though, and the reason why that matters is because when someone shows you who they are, you got to believe them.
Yeah, listen.
Because you don't want to keep getting hurt by that person.
Mhm.
You don't want that person to keep stealing from you,
He said
abusing
no
you.
wars and no.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Anyway.
yeah, it is what it is. It's one of those things to where when you literally when you sit back and look at it, it's kind of dumb. The situations that are at hand in the media, some people can't even believe that we put ourselves in this position. There was let me tell y'all about this guy. I'll tell you his name in just a second because I really don't remember his name. Where did he go? There was a sheriff. All right, Tay? A sheriff, a black man in 1967 in, of all places, Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
All right. Now, y'all don't know what about Macon, Georgia. We talking about, baby, this KKK land.
Yes, sir.
And you say, well, how did this happen? Well, a black man talked enough cash money shit about what he would do to clean up the area that he became sheriff. The man's name is Lucius Davenport. He was the sheriff from 1967 to 1987. You said, why are you talking about him? He told the people of Georgia who he was. He said, this is what I'm going to do. This is who I am and what I'm about. He preached it out loud. He hollered and screamed, and he told everybody. Actually, I'm saying that, but the man was a very, very soft-spoken man. He didn't holler and scream shit, if I remember right. Lucius Davenport became the sheriff, and every one of the deputies, they were all white deputies because the previous sheriff was a white guy, they all quit on him. So, tell you what Lucius Davenport did was he went back and he hired Army and Marine veterans, mostly people of color, in that town to be his deputies. A bunch of them. Hey, bro, bunch of them. He didn't hire Joe Blows. He hired people of substance. He said, I'm going to clean this place up, and y'all might not like how I do it, but I'm going to do it. He told everybody who he was. Lucius Davenport was the victim of getting his house shot up. As a result of his house getting shot up, they said that 17 Klan leaders vanished. I never heard this story before. They vanished. He said
Under his house got shot up.
his house, the KKK shot up his house, and as a result,
Skip town.
well,
Okay, I got you. Okay.
he said on the news media, well, they must have left town after his house got shot up. They bombed his office. All right. And after they bombed his office, they found 3 KKK members in a lake drowned. Nobody knows who did it. All right. This is a true story. Y'all look it up. Lucius Davenport,
I think I might know
Macon
who did
County,
it.
Georgia. All right.
I think I might know who did
Um,
You reckon?
it. I think I got an idea.
as
who
a
did it.
result of multiple occurrences, let's call it that, they said that the KKK in Georgia at that time, they stopped wearing sheets. You're like, what does that mean? They stopped wearing sheets. You know why? Because if they wear sheets, they're identifiable.
Right.
And they became targets. It's no fun.
When the old rabbit
When
got
the
the gun.
rabbit got the gun.
When the old rabbit.
Okay?
For sure.
So Lucius Davenport, 1967 to 1987, he told everybody who he was.
Yeah.
And by God, I'm sure they believe him. If they didn't at first,
I bet they believe him now.
they believe his ass now.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
In 2000, how I like to say it, 2026, they believe his ass now.
Wannabe say they made a movie about him, and it said it was with The Rock walking tall. Okay,
Oh, is that? Oh,
walking tall.
that is who Walking Tall was supposed to be
Is
after.
that
That must have been who was something
Okay.
like that. But yeah,
And
yeah.
he found every one of them and killed them.
Um, but see, Wannabe, I think you're right, but it was a big difference in the settings and the you know what I mean. So yes, I do agree that was what it was more than likely about, and I did hear that. Now that you said something, and it brings back to the understanding, the overstanding that that's what that was. Because yeah, Walking Tall was a good movie, man. The Rock did a good job in that movie. There's a story. Have y'all ever heard about the scorpion and the frog?
No,
Scorpion and the frog.
I can't
I
say.
never heard about it myself either till I
Scorpion.
I've heard the tortoise and the hare.
nope, scorpion and the frog.
I heard the princess in the motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh
right,
man,
right.
hey, my grandbaby right here. Papa, frog. I said, what's frog? She said, Princess and the Frog. Yeah, we watched that movie about 777 times. There's a frog on this riverbank. All right, and a scorpion walks up to him and says, "Mr. Frog, what you doing over here? You chilling?" You know, the frog's like, "Yeah, man. What you need?" He said, "Man, why don't you take me to the other side over yonder? I need to get over there." The frog said, "Man, I'm not no damn fool. I know who you are. You a scorpion. You'll sting me."
Yeah.
And the scorpion said, "Frog, I'm trying to get to over there. I can't get over there by myself. I need you." And the frog is telling him, "But Mr. Scorpion, you're known to sting people for no damn reason. I know this about you." He said, "But look here, frog. Why would I sting you? And I need your help." And the frog said, "Man, that's what I would like to know. Why would you sting me? You know, I ought to get back right now." He said, "Well, look, man, take me to the other side, and I won't sting you." Frog said, "No, man, I don't know about this. I don't think that I can trust you because I know who you are." So they went back and forth a little bit. The frog put him on his back, man. All right. The frog starts swimming across the river, and halfway, the scorpion stings him. And he stings him
Now
halfway,
they both good.
and they both drowned.
Damn.
Okay, now I bet everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?" What's the moral of the story?
Going down with the shit, man.
Here's the moral of the story. Under the context
Oh, Captain, my captain.
of believing who somebody is when they tell you
Oh, when they show you.
or when they show you the first time. Some people cannot and will not change their negative tendencies, people, regardless of the consequences, even if it hurts them or the people around them. They will put their self in jeopardy because of their own negative tendencies. And this is why you're told to believe people, because they will hurt you and their self in the process. You don't remember Richard Pryor say, we talked about Richard Pryor earlier to Maniac. Remember, they said he was in the boxing ring. He said, "Y'all tried boxing." He said, but I got in the ring and I looked across the ring. He said, and he said, the brother was over there going, he said, my corner said, "Go out there and get him, Rich." He said, "Man, I'm not going out there." He said, "He over there kicking his own ass. What you think he gonna do to me?"
He said, "You want no action."
Yeah, he was in the corner punching, getting warmed up. He said, "No, man." He said, "Man, the man telling you what he about."
Yeah.
Shit, he trying to get hit. He like getting hit. He said he kicking his own ass. What the hell you think he gonna try to do to me? Believe somebody the first time, man. But now let's talk about this, because We've all done it. Y'all can't tell me you ain't never done it.
in one way or another.
When you let somebody slide, you looked at old buddy, and you said, "Man, he cool, man." You know. Now, fellas, with the ladies, I know for a fact that y'all done slid. We done all slid before. You know, she throwing up red flags, man, but boy, she fine. She told you who she was the first time.
You didn't listen.
You didn't listen.
You was thinking with the wrong head.
You was thinking with the wrong head, man.
Oh man,
She
it's not where the big brain is.
hey, man, that's what the main vein is, but it ain't the other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We've all done it. I don't like to personalize and say, man, give me a story. But I mean, you have to know that you've done it. You have to know that all of y'all have done it. Who was that? Mr. James say
He said that's when
the old mayor or something.
yeah, he was even the old mayor, he said that's when you were talking about Davenport.
Davenport, Lucius. What up, Rick James? You all right, boy?
No, it wanna be.
Oh, that's Ronnie James.
It wanna be famous.
Oh yeah, that's Mr. Yeah.
Ass.
Wanna be famous. Hey, did you ever get famous? If you still watching, sir, are you famous yet? I know you want to be famous. So at what point do we change his name to I am famous?
He well on his
Mr.
way.
Famous.
He on his way?
He well on his
Oh,
way.
Mr. Famous.
Mr.
Hey, actually, yeah, he gonna change his name to Mr. Famous. Hey, you told us who you are. Do we believe you? Huh? How want to be? He said he want to be famous. Well, guess what?
I believe him.
You messing with your boy Music over here. You messing with Uncle Tate.
For sure.
You messing with Queen J. You messing with the maniac over here, man. Hey, man, you gonna be famous one day, man. If we none of us get famous, you gonna be famous.
Hey, you damn right.
Yeah, but we've talked about government, and and with the government, you know, it don't matter what side you pitch up in the air. They've both sides for the eternity of this of these United States have always told us who they were, you know, in one way or another, because they're always going to be for money. They're always going to be for big business. They're always going to be for themselves.
It's always two sides of the same coin.
Always two sides of the same coin. Now, sometimes, you know, and I've religiously said that, you know, it's two wings of the same bird. But
yeah,
but one wing is just, man, substantially always trying to be significantly worse than the other one. That's my only downfall.
you know what's funny though?
What's that?
To me, at least, it seems that it's always the one that's not in presidency that's the one trying to be more loud than the other one, because like to me it seems like the one that didn't win is trying to drown out the one that did win, and they're being louder. I mean, right now, I guess.
But in this case,
protesting. Right now,
can't
it's
use it like that.
protesting.
Shit.
There's a lot of protesting.
But protesting is a effect,
right.
not
It's
a cause.
right. Yeah.
No, it's an effect, not a cause. We ain't talking about the rights. We're talking about we're talking about one person being loud because they told us who they were. Right now, the Dems are trying to protect us, who don't know. So, because we didn't listen. And I'm saying we. A lot of times people say, oh, well, I didn't vote. I ain't either. I didn't vote for that motherfucker. But the problem is that we're a unit now.
And
See,
the majority did.
the majority did.
Vote.
And they didn't know no better. They didn't listen. They didn't listen to old Kurt Tate.
No, they didn't do that.
I guess I wasn't famous enough to my video to go viral or nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I was telling people, man, don't do it. And boy said, cool, don't do it.
That shit is,
You know?
it's a lot of them that did have a platform that said don't do it.
Yeah,
They
man.
just didn't listen, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, they see, we had I said I was gonna leave it alone. We had a person who was talented. One thing you gotta understand is that there's 3 parts of the government.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all know that she worked for all 3 parts of the government? See, when you work, we talk about, listen, y'all, you gotta understand something. The only thing that she wasn't was a soldier. And I mean, I mean, a part of the military branches. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you can't get more qualified as a person to be president.
Yeah,
Look at.
I see what you're saying.
Look into it. All you gotta do is look into it. If you look into every president in history, Kamala Harris was I don't even want to say it this way, but I would say as qualified, if not more qualified, than every single man that preceded her.
For sure.
Look it up. What are the qualifications of being a president? Some of them was just fat old retired soldiers, and I'm not trying to down any soldier at all. But if you was an old ass soldier and you became president and you don't know shit about the government for the most part, except for dipping and dabbing and trying to make you a little side change, which most of them was doing, then
on both sides.
On both sides. Yeah. We had a handful of presidents where I would say I can say 5 of them, you know, where and we'll go in on that later, but I can name 4 or 5 of them where I'm saying, man, that was a good president. He can't do it all, but he's only, you know, he's only required to do what he can under the structure of government. What it's going to allow him to do without getting his head bust wide open in broad daylight because somebody gonna run at him. But yeah, man, we didn't listen to that. We didn't believe when a person told us who they were, but then we believed this other person who told us who they were. So we took the bad over the good.
I think
Jobs.
A lot of that is from the media.
Of course it is. Have you ever worked someplace and you go there every day and you can't stand to go there because your boss is sorry? You got a sorry ass boss?
No.
You don't?
Not currently. I have in the past, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know any sorry ass bosses personally? You want to call anybody out?
No, I better not.
It wasn't. I better not. I bet you young, man. You can recoup shit. Go and call somebody out, man.
That boy better be smart.
Yeah, step up to the mic, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Sit your ass down somewhere.
You calling the wrong person, man, these days, man. Hey,
In the past, I have had some.
Yeah.
When I worked at UPS, definitely.
Okay, that's enough. You said enough right there. Don't call. Yeah. Don't say no names now. Yeah, you mess around and then you pop up missing. You know what I'm saying? Man, what happened to old maniac, man? Yeah. So when people have been looking for jobs, or people have been ran off from jobs by people, or it could be co-workers. And you just didn't believe when you got there, when you get to know people, how they told you who they was the whole time. You didn't know. Other people told you, hey, maniac, hey, Chris, that's a kiss ass over there. Remember, the kiss ass was always a son of a bitch that was kissing up to the boss and would tell everything everybody else was doing. And you knew it.
Every workplace has one of those.
Because all you have to do is sit back and look. See, when we talk about people telling you who they are, we ain't talking about they walk up to you and say, hey, I'm a bootlicker. No, that's not what some bitches do. You got to look at them sometimes. They're telling you who they are with their actions. See, words is, I done had motherfuckers that tried to make me think they was a bad guy. And they was about it. You remember we was running the streets, man, everybody wanted to be tough, man.
For sure.
You gotta put on that persona.
Yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker. Yeah, I know you are.
On the streets, you gotta put on that persona.
Yeah, but when some shit jump off, you told us who you was when the shit jumped off because you ran and everybody else
hitting the deck or running off. You're like, where are you going?
Yeah, back then we wasn't even shooting, we was fighting. So and your ass ran. You see what I'm saying? So you told us who you was.
Yeah.
You tried to tell us who you was, but the actions.
Man, it was just a fight.
Spoke louder than the words. So when we talking about listening to somebody, the first time, it's not what they say.
Mhm.
Remember, a lot of times people will tell you who they are, but telling me who you are does no good when you showing me something totally different.
Exactly.
So these are the things that have to be deciphered when you're discussing this topic, is that it's not about what people say. Man, I've had people tell me all my life, I love you. All right? But that's not what they showed. They loved what I could do for them at that time.
What you brought.
They loved what I presented.
Yeah.
They loved
you had
how
to
I
offer.
helped them. You got it. You know what it is.
Yeah.
They didn't love me.
I've been there.
And then
I think we all have.
yeah, it's part of life. This stuff here, when you have that kind of action going, you got to fully understand like what you're really, really talking about and what you're really, really listening to, what you can see. Your neighbors and your personal relationships. Those are the people too that you have to consider are always gonna show you who they. Everybody's had a bad neighbor. Whether you moved in after them or they moved in after you, and you saw them coming, he was like, "Man, I don't know about them son of a gun. There's something about the way somebody drives up and jump about their U-Haul. Hey man, and let you know who they are."
That's my current neighbor right now.
See, that's what I'm saying.
We've been there for a couple years. They just recently moved in, and like the last neighbors were quiet, and these ones
You heard them when they drove up, huh?
they're always
My dad, hey,
locked
my dad
out,
used to say, "I
banging
heard
on
you
the
when you
door."
drove up." And if you don't know what that means, that means hey, you ain't had to
Yeah.
say a word.
Mhm.
You heard them when they drove up.
Yeah.
They actually were those type of people where you saw who they were before they even got there good.
Mhm.
The way they stood out on the corner and got to looking around and maybe looking at you crazy. See, you might not get looked at crazy like I got looked at crazy, like Tay got looked at crazy.
Mm.
You hear me? Is that one of us buzzing or something? What is that?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay, I didn't know what that was. Okay, no, I'm sorry, that's not me.
I turned mine off.
Yeah, I'll say my phone is never on, and I don't have nothing on there. You can't resist, or you can't know more than the full understanding of what it looks like to realize after the fact that fact, is that a word? Fact? After the fact.
The fact.
After the fact, in view of the fact that someone tried to warn you. It's almost like, say, Maniac, if you take a long walk on a short pier, you might get wet.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like some confused shit,
You
don't it?
might get wet unless you're going back and forth multiple times.
All right.
Because then you could do it.
But if your ass keep going, you gonna get wet,
if
right?
you don't turn around, you're going to get
Somebody
wet.
don't want your ass. Somebody told you, so you can't say that if you didn't have if it was dark on that pier, you kept on going, and you end up in that ocean. You can't say that you wasn't told.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that it wasn't one of them situations to where they told you the first time. When a person tells you who they are the first time.
If there's no railing on it, you can definitely walk
Hey,
off.
some people ain't got no railings when they do you in. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no grab bar or nothing. You know what I'm saying? The roller coaster, the safety belt ain't on, man. You gonna fuck around and fly out because that's it bees like that
It's
sometimes.
a wooden roller coaster, and it ain't a steel one.
All right, are you ready to defend yourself, sir?
Defend myself.
Yeah, defend yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on. Wait. Okay.
This is a problem this is a group that I have a problem with.
Okay.
The youth.
Okay. Okay.
Tay, you have no idea.
I was like, wait, hold on. Where is he going?
Go in. He was like, man, Kurt finna go in on the white boy shit. No, not at all.
I thought it.
No, I know what you thought. I know what you thought. The youth. they tell us who they are all the time, and I don't believe them.
They ain't shit.
I don't even.
They ain't shit, bro.
Motherfucker said they ain't shit.
Listen to them.
Y'all ain't shit.
He say, listen,
Hey,
listen to him.
okay,
Listen to 'em.
I get it. I am younger than y'all, but I don't consider myself the youth.
Why not? So
Because,
so
like,
10 years ago, 10 years ago, you was 17. You was the one that you might have been into some shady shit. We ain't tell you, see, color don't matter. You white boy shit. Y'all the scariest motherfuckers on earth. You see what I'm saying? From my opinion, I'm less likely to see you coming on the streets. You see what I'm saying? You could bust my damn head and I wouldn't know it was coming because I was thinking it wasn't gonna come from you. Okay, but so from that perspective, you understand that. But the youth, you said believe them. I'm trying not to believe them because I feel like, and we can blend this over to next week also. I'll tell y'all what next week's show is going to be about. The youth tells us all the time who they are and what they're about, and I still don't believe them, man.
Man, a lot of them don't even know who they are. That's one of the things about
Bingo.
being.
Listen, bingo.
That's one of the things about being young
Bingo.
is that you still are learning who you are and who you want to be in life.
Oh, 100%.
There's a lot of finding yourself that happens in those young adult 20s, early 20s, and I'm going through the mid late 20s now. So like I'm still young, yes.
I'm gonna tell you who
But
I am.
like I've done my little bit of maturing, growing that I'm like, okay, I got some things figured out. I don't got everything figured out. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I know you don't.
But
Because I'm 52.
I am
and I
I'm
don't have everything
slowly
figured out.
getting there, right? Making steps, right?
You don't even become a man until you. You don't even become a man until you hit 30. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna snatch that from us.
I can
Okay?
I
I'm gonna
can
snatch
do
it from
that.
us. Do you know why? Because you know what mistakes you made up until age 30.
Shit, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what mistakes I made up until age 30. 30 is a number for the average cat to say, that's when I finally figured out some of this stuff. I ain't talking about all of it. I ain't talking, you still ain't no damn man. Because you can put stuff on the back burner as a man and still not, especially when it comes to learning who women are. But let me tell you who I am. I'm gonna tell you who I am. I want you to listen to me.
Yeah.
I went from a person who was real hard on people to a person where I might give too much grace these days. So because I give too much grace, I have faith in people, even though I know that they told me who they was. You can kind of get down on me a little bit because I'm gonna let you. You feel you see what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
I'll let you get down on me a little bit because I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt at first. I'm one of them. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, people. Hopefully you don't kill me. You see what I'm saying? On the first round, because that's what can happen to people who give that grace. Hopefully you don't do me all the way in.
It's like the fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
But here's the thing with me. It's only so far you gonna go because I'm a situational awareness person. I'm always ready for the you know saying for the shit. But we're talking about maybe the heartstrings or my trust and my belief in who you are as a person. I have faith in you. You know, you're gonna be like, yeah, but you don't know me that well. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt up front. And I give our youth that. But our youth tells me all the time that they ain't shit.
Better listen.
And I got a young man over here telling me I better listen.
You better
But
teach him or listen or teach him.
can I tell you why Off the Muscle exists? Off the Muscle is a combination of the, I don't want to say the want, but the trust, the drive, the angle, the direction of Tay over there, and and me. Off the muscle is the overstanding of if I can get you, Kurt, to sit down in that chair and say some of the stuff that's on your mind, maybe we can drop some science on a group that might not even want to watch us at first. But if they hear what we're talking about and they understand it, even though you don't like sitting there watching a tire be changed, so you don't know how to change a tire. But if you watch some old head change a tire, you'll learn something. So
Takes
a lot of the
5
youth
5 minutes.
takes 5 minutes. Okay,
Minutes.
this might take an hour, hour and a half, the show,
Yeah.
but we're here because I want to teach. My my background might not let me be an elementary school teacher, Tay, but I want to teach still. I've always wanted to be a teacher. I want people to be able to listen to what I have to say. But I want them to understand that I'm not perfect. I came from something, and I came from and I'm willing to tell you that. I'm willing to tell you who I am to get you to listen. But luckily for y'all, I'm not trying to damage anybody. I'm trying to build.
Mhm.
That's who I am.
Oh, really?
So I'm trying to tell you, that's what I want everybody to know. But because I have been a destructor in my past. Shit, I got about 20, 30 people, man, from elementary school, Tay, all the way up to high school, man, that I gave nicknames to that at first they said it ruined their life, and they adopted them and kept them and all kind of stuff, man. I got about 5 people right now that'll be like, man, fuck Kirk, man, boy. But you like that name now. Remember, I had a nickname
know
for
one of them.
everybody.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
I know one of them, don't I?
Your ass passing that now.
You know, yeah, you know
I
one
know
for
one of
sure.
them.
Yeah, you know one of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I used to always run around every time I say doon 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 doon. I'm a son of a freak, son of a freak. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, when we was in school, man, yeah, there's people used to hate me, man, because I used to try to terrorize people. But it was fair game because it's people that man, I got a cousin, man, right now that yeah, man, me and him used to go back and forth, man. We used to tear each other off the bone in front of people, but don't you do it. You hear me? Me and him we'll go hard on each other in front of everybody, but don't laugh too hard because then we get on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but man, I want to build. That's who I am. So when I tell you who I am, that's what it is. You
Yeah.
know, I by no means are perfect, but I my angle is to be, the best father that I can be, the best family man I can be, and the best friend that I can be. If you're my friend, I'm gonna give you what I got, but I can't give you my last if it's gonna not allow me to go forward, because then I'm not teaching you nothing.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Let's take a commercial break and let's pay the bills real quick, y'all. Let me see here.
Let's pay the bills.
It's your boy DR the King, aka Davion Reed. You watching Off the Muscle.
Already, y'all watching Off the Muscle. Do you think, as a young man, do you think people really intend to hurt as much as they do?
I don't think anybody wants to intentionally hurt.
Oh, okay? You just told me who you were. So you're a very, what would you call that? You're a person who, are you gullible?
I don't think so.
Because I've gotten to the point to where I believe damn near nothing of what a motherfucker say. So when you tell me who you are the first time thing is really or when you show me who you are the first time, that's more of the way I look at it.
Right.
It's a visual thing. It's an action thing.
Yeah, like anybody
It's
can talk,
anybody
right?
can talk.
Anybody can say it, right? Show me,
Mhm.
back it up,
Mhm.
right?
So, but where does that leave you as a person when you see when you see a bully? See, a bully is going to come at you regardless. But do you see a person who's trying to hurt somebody, or do you see a lost soul? See, this is where the confusion is. This is where the confusion takes place.
When I was in school, it was like that guy's just mean and he just wants to. But now that I'm older,
But what if
now
he
that I
started
know
kicking
more,
your ass? Is he still a lost soul, or is he
You start fighting back. Fighting back.
okay? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to fight back, but I'm saying you knew who he was from the beginning. So, do you fight him back or do you pray for him?
Both.
See what I'm saying?
Both.
Okay, you whip
Both.
his ass and you pray for him, huh?
Exactly.
All right. Hey.
I do actually have a similar story that kind of goes with that.
Oh yeah, come on with it. Let's
There
hear
was
it.
I used to live in Denver.
Okay.
And I was at the light rail station, which is our train, public transportation.
Uh-huh.
And I was in group counseling at the time, addiction therapy.
Okay.
And I was waiting at the light rail station, I was literally on my way to counseling. And I had my custom Nikes, like a Jordan white shirt, Realtree camo pants,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
That was a choice for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I my mountain bike, and I'm chilling, I was digging in my backpack for something, right? I saw this guy come up and set milk crate next to me. I'm like, that's sus. I start putting my stuff back in my bag. Dude clocks me with a dead blow hammer.
What?
I didn't realize it was dead. No, it hit me in the neck with a dead blow. Like he was trying to rob me.
Out of the blue.
Yeah, like he was trying to rob me.
You didn't see it coming.
I saw it coming, and that's why I started putting my stuff back in my bag.
Got you.
He set some milk. Oh, sorry.
No,
He set some milk crate right next to me, and
Yeah.
I'm watching him out of my peripheral.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
I like
okay,
that you said that. Yeah.
this is weird, I'm putting my stuff away because I had my speaker pulled out. I'm looking for my charger.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had all my stuff in my bag pulled out, anyways. So I thought he punched me until I cocked back, and the dude jumps back, and he's dual wielding a dead blow hammer in one and an 8-ounce sledgehammer in the other. And I have
You got ass whooping by Thor.
hey, but I'm gonna bring it full circle. I'm
Boy
gonna bring it
got
full
whooped
circle.
by Thor.
Boy, stupid.
Tell me what happened with you and old drunk ass Thor.
I got a little bit of martial arts
Boy got kicked off
background.
of, the boy got kicked
I
out of
knew-
Marvel.
I knew he was gonna go down, be vulnerable, and that
Yeah.
was my moment. That's
Right.
exactly what happened. We fought. Somebody pulled me off of him. Whatever. I, being the bigger person, sat down with him afterwards and was like, "What are you doing, bro? What are you just running up on people like this?"
That's amazing.
I sat down with this man and had a conversation with him, and after he just attacked me, right? After he just literally, I had a knot in my neck for a week. I couldn't turn my head past here. He thought he was gonna knock me out and steal my shit.
You want to know what would have happened?
Hmm.
I'd have did a spinning roundhouse. I'd have kicked the shit out of him. And then to add insult to injury, because he was a bum, I'd have took his 34 cents. I'd have ran his damn pockets and took the 34 cents that he collected all day.
See, but I wanted to.
Because that was bad, man.
I wanted to bring some light to him and say, "Hey, man,
Hey, man,
why,
you-
you ain't got to do all this. Why you on
man.
the streets doing this shit?"
You're a very, very good man because he showed you who he was. And
I showed him who I was. And then I sat down with him, and then I showed him who I really was. Okay,
You know what? You know what? That's cool, man. I bet he didn't wrong nobody else. So I tried
Not
to.
that day, at least.
Yeah,
I bet he looked at. I bet he didn't judge a book by its cover after that day, huh?
He thought you was that guy to be hitting on, huh?
He thought I was just some white kid, some rich white kid waiting on the train. I'm sure.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this. So, what happens? What I want to know is what happens when a person shows you who they are. You don't listen. And you continue with that. Remember, when we say relationship, we ain't talking about necessarily a boy and girl, husband and wife. We're talking about a relationship. Man, all three of us, we got relationships, man. We all partners, man. We good. We good people. We're associates. This is our relationship right here. What happens when a person that you are in a relationship with shows you who they are? You do not believe them, but you stay in that situation. What are your options? And how does it end?
Well,
Because here's,
you the fool.
you can be. Can you? I think where I was going earlier was, can you, not can you, I know it can happen. Can a person change after you whoop that ass back? After they attack you
I would like
and
to
you defend
think,
yourself.
I would like to think that that guy changed a little bit after that day.
You think he changed a little bit?
No, but I would like to think
You'd
that.
like to think it.
I do not think he changed at all.
So do people change? That's the
If
question.
they want to.
Okay.
That's the main thing, is people don't change unless they want to change.
Okay.
You can't make someone change.
Okay. That's my answer too, but
They
I
have
want
to
to hear
want
from
it
somebody
too.
else. I feel like
You lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink.
you haven't raised any kids yet.
No. None
And I said that not
covered in fur.
well, no, and I said that not in a way like I just 100% knew. I assumed. When you're teaching a kid something, you can tell a kid 1,000 times, stop jumping on that bed. Peanut, stop jumping on the bed. Peanut, you watching Pawpaw? Stop jumping on the bed. Peanut, he almost went down very, very bad yesterday if it wasn't for his GT.
Ooh.
His GT, his granny. My wife.
Yeah.
She caught him as one leg missed the edge of the bed, and boy, he was gone, man.
He's like ninja reflex.
Literally. Do you realize that until he hits the ground hard,
He won't learn. He ain't gonna learn.
he gonna think it's a game, man. He gonna continue to think it's a game.
Oh, you're gonna catch
Yes,
me.
sir.
Right. It's gonna be a game. So and you say, where am I going? I said that to say this. Some people don't learn until they get bust.
I'm one of those people that I
Okay.
learned the hard way.
Okay.
on
Yes,
quite a
he
few
is.
things in my
Oh,
life.
yes, he is.
On quite a few things in my life, I can admit I
Is this a
learned.
job thing? Is this...
boy. Now he got some stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure we gonna
This
hear
young
him.
man got some
This
stories.
young man got some stories. You say he's gonna be great. Listen, man. As I sip my soda, that I'm sure one of you motherfuckers will spit in.
Nah. A little bit of backwash, not spit.
One day, man, I swear to God, man, I be telling people all the time, I'm gonna have a marathon of that show. I will sit back and I got all the DVDs, the season, the lost episodes, everything, man. I be watching. Man. For some reason, I'm gonna tell you, I love Clayton Bigsby, man. Do you know who Clayton? You remember who Clayton?
Yeah.
The black white supremacist.
Yeah.
It's certain stuff about that about that show that cracks me up. So here's why I asked that question. If you insist people, friends and family, on not listening when someone shows you, not tells you, but shows you who they are the first time, and you let it slide, and then they show you who they are the second time and the third time, and you know where I'm going, up to the 20th, 40th, 30th, and you still there, please do this. This is what I understood. This is what I was told. This is what I taught myself from research. I remembered back to talking to a counselor that said, when you have a decision to make in life, you take a piece of paper out and you divide it down the middle. You draw a line down the middle. And on this side, you put the pros. On this side, you put the cons. Okay. You have to create this list. You want to see, here's the thing. Y'all all know what I'm going to say because we're already there. You make a pro and con list. You let the cons. Okay, all right.
It's-
Pros and cons, you balance it
Yeah.
out. All right.
Remember school? Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know. But the important part about that list are these parameters.
Mm.
You make sure that you brainstorm freely and you list everything from the small annoyances to major long-term issues. Because when people make lists, a pros and cons list, I feel like this, I feel like this, I feel like this, I feel like that.
It's all wrong right off the bat.
Feelings are
There you go.
not facts.
There you go.
Feelings
There
are
you
not
go.
truths. I say that all day long in my regular life, and I'm going to say it again today. You cannot mix feelings
With that.
with facts. You cannot mix feelings with the truth. You can't argue against someone who is using the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you're understanding about making a pros and cons list, when someone has trapped you, this is changing from the initial subject into the overstanding that now you're in there. You screwed up and you're trapped. And you don't know if you're wrong yet because you didn't believe the person. All right? That person has put you in a situation where now you don't know mentally if it's you or them. You have to be specific and factual. Use concrete examples rather than general feelings. Exactly what we just said. Use concrete examples. Use things that have happened in that relationship with me and you that says, Curtis did this to me and he did this. Not I felt this way about what he did, but this is what he did.
Right.
Okay. You have to categorize and consider areas like communication. It's a big deal in any relationship, right? It's communication, how we talk to each other, the consistency, how the way we talk, intimacy, values, and life goals. I may not have no life goals with no bully, but I tell you what,
With your life.
the communication and the values and the intimacy is going to be. The motherfucker throw you down on the ground and bust your ass and get intimate with you.
Problem right there.
Hey, something really going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Before I finish my list, man, you hold on real quick, fellas, because you know what?
The dope joke.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can remember this one. I just thought about it. So I was driving in my car, and lo and behold, I passed by a police car. Passed by him. I wouldn't do anything wrong. Just passed by him, looked over there, and knowing who he is, I said he gonna follow me. I knew. Hey man, they say when police tell you who they are, or when somebody shows you who they are, you believe them, right? So in our hood, you drive by the police and you look over there at them and catch that eye contact, man, you getting pulled over. So I drive on by, and I said, here this son bitch come. Let me see if he pull out. I looked in my rearview mirror. Here he come. Woo, whoop. Cherries and berries. Here they come.
Cherries and berries. I ain't never heard that before.
That's what they call them, red and blue lights, man.
I ain't never
Cherries.
heard that before.
Cherries and berries. Here they come. Man, I went ahead and just pulled over on the side of the road. I said, let's see if he shoot by me, he get behind me. He pulled up behind me. I said, God dog, he is, y'all. And you know, at that time, man, you know, we didn't have no cell phones or nothing, man, so we couldn't call nobody. Hey, Kinfo, y'all come up over here, pull up, you know, get my back, you know. And nowadays, I pull my phone out instantly and start recording, you know. Cop walks up, man, and he said, how you doing? I said, I'm doing all right. He said, what's going on with you, partner? He said, well, I pulled you over because you were going too fast. I said, the devil is a lie. I said, I wasn't going fast. I said, I looked at you, you looked at me. I said, and I was going the speed limit, you know. And he said, well, you might be in a little trouble. I said, oh shit, he finna start some mess. So what I did was I did the only thing that I could do. And I doubled down on my situation, Tay. I said, before you say anything else, officer, I want to know what we're going to do about that rocket launcher and that dead body in my trunk. He said, God damn it, put your hands on the steering wheel and freeze. He pulled his pistol out and pointed at me. He got on the microphone and said, yo, we got one over here, man. I need some backup. I need about 8, 9, 10 cars. He called a bunch of police cars, man. And I'm sitting there with my hands on the steering wheel. And I'm nervous, but I'm thinking about my plan, you know. And I said, oh, damn, I said, I got a dead body. I told him I got a dead body. I got a rocket launcher. And the guys come over here and they all pull up, and I get one jumping out the other side. I got all these guns facing me, and they said, "Free, put your hands out the window." And I put my hands out the window, and I get out the car, and I said, "What is this about? What is this about, officers? I'm trying to figure out what's going on, you know." And they said, "Get on the ground." I get on the ground and put my knee in my back, and they handcuffed me. And I said, "Officer, please, sir, I'm trying to find out what's going on. I didn't do anything wrong." You know, and they, "No, man, we got you." And where are your keys at? I said, my keys in the ignition, man. What's going on? So they take my keys out of my car, and they open my back doors up real quick. Shit, man, they point the guns in there and shit. They looking around, they like, the fuck going on? So they run around to the back of my car, and I'm looking at them, right? They got me standing up over there against the car, leaning with my handcuffed behind my back, and I'm looking at them, and I start smiling, you know, what the fuck you laughing at, boy? I said, hey, man, I'm good, man. I'm just trying to find out what y'all are doing. I said, I haven't done anything wrong. You know, I haven't done nothing. What are y'all doing, man? What's going on, man? Y'all beating on my car and shit. And about 5 of them got around the back of my car, and one took the keys, and all the rest of them was pointing the gun at the trunk like this. And he opened the trunk flew up, and looking at it. They seen 2 15s in an amp. And the sergeant walks over to me and said, what's your name, young man? I said, my name is Curtis, man. They call me Music. He said, there's no dead body in your trunk. I said, dead body? He said, and there ain't no rocket launcher back there either. I said, who the hell said that? He said, well, the guy said you had a dead body and rocket launcher in the back of your car. I said, man, I bet that motherfucker told y'all I was speeding too, didn't he?
So you started all that shit on.
Hey, man, shit. Hey, I'll put you back in the cross, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, don't come to me like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Back to the basics before we get out of here. So, after you have, all right, after you've been specific, use concrete examples rather than general feelings on your list, you want to categorize, all right? You want to consider areas like communication, intimacy, values, and goals, all right? Those are things that you categorize them when you're making this list, because remember, you've already put yourself in a situation to where you're trapped now. You didn't believe somebody, now you in it. All right? You didn't believe somebody, now you in it. Now you in that relationship. Now you stuck, all right?
And you deal with it.
Now you're dealing with it, right? So if you want to know how wrong you are or the other person is, these are the things you're going to do. Now you want to prioritize. You want to weigh the pros and the cons based on the importance, all right? Now some things carry more weight than others. Because like today, to hang around somebody, there might have to be a person that to him, because he owns a business, let's say, and he got a bunch of money on him all the time. He wants somebody around him, man, that at least you want somebody around you that can fight. Now I know these ain't relevant, but you know what I'm saying. You want somebody that can hold their own, man. You don't want no simps around you, man. You want somebody who's smart.
For sure.
You know, you do. So these are things in that relationship that's gonna make you say somebody can stay around. You see what I'm saying? To you, it's gonna be something different. You know what I'm saying? You want that you looking for a supreme sexual performance or something. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gonna have, you know, I don't know, man. Everybody gonna have their different shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what we call GP. This is general prospect. You know what I'm saying? But with common pros to consider. Sorry, before that, you want to focus on whether your lives are compatible. Okay? Or are you just there to enjoy each other's company short term? You never thought about that, have you? When you're
I
dealing with
thought about
somebody.
that, but usually when I think about that, it's beyond that point.
So remember, this works on all relationships. Are you a short-term person in this relationship, or are you long-term? And it's not, you can say what you want, but it's for me to judge by your actions. So when I'm writing my list about maniac, this is what I need to be understood. If maniac ain't fitting these criteria, you wasn't who you said you were. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. It's what people don't do. We only judge our feelings right off the rip, and we don't know, or we don't recognize what's real, what the facts are, what the truths are. The common cons, Tay, that we have to consider are lack of trust, poor communication, constant unresolved arguments and different goals, trapped feelings, all right, unsupported, unappreciated, or unmanageable character indifferences. This is what people can't, this is where people don't get along at.
Absolutely.
This is where people tell you, or they fake the funk with you, and then you find out who they are, and then you can't deal with it.
And
all
this
right?
is the stuff that a lot of people overlook, and they hold on, or they're like, oh no,
They're holding on.
oh, you know, that's okay, you know, oh, they're just doing it this time, or oh, it'll be okay. They're just, you know, that's just how they are. But really, you're just being kind of a little bit of a pushover.
You are. And this last part is what we briefly discussed, which is you evaluate the deal breakers of a person who you want to know if you can or can't continue to deal with. You have to evaluate these things. You have to reflect on the changes. And if the cons disappear, can you stay in that relationship? If the cons disappear, you done got me now, right? You got me, man. You know what I'm saying? You told me you was somebody, you ain't really that person. You and I discuss it. We make a list. And you say, you know what, I can change. I can be somebody different. And those cons go away.
For how long?
That's the issue. See, remember at the beginning of this show, it was when someone shows you who they are, believe them. But if you don't believe them, you're in there. So how do you ever get away? How do you ever get off? Do you just walk away? That's what everybody says. Everybody says they can walk away from that. Nobody does. They end up with old girl or old buddy for a long period of time until they realize, man, I wasted 10 years of my life messing with this person.
Right. Yeah.
And once you done wasted all that time, damn, now you say, man, I'll never do that again. So now you start trying to put
And then you do it again. You do it again. You do it again.
Because
You turn around and you do it
that's
again.
the reason for this show. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I just go ahead and give me a handshake, man, because you summed the show up, man, so good. Let me tell you this, man. And then you do it again.
Every time.
Damn, maniac.
Well, not every time.
No,
But
good job, though, because here's the thing. That is what I was looking for as the closer, because you do it again.
Straight.
People, we do it again. When someone shows you who they are, family, believe them. Cameron, believe them, Cameron. I see you up there. Your boys, hey, Cam said dual hammers.
dual hammers,
Dual
bro.
hammers?
Dual hammers. No gun, dual hammers.
No pistols.
No. This is Denver we're talking about, okay?
Denver, Colorado has drunk ass Thor. That boy don't have one hammer.
Oh, he was more than
That's
drunk,
drunk
I'm sure.
Thor. Yeah, that's that cat. We gotta think of a superhero name for him. That's that's double Thor.
Captain
That's
Catfish.
he said Captain Catfish. He did. I don't know where Hammer gonna come in with Captain Catfish. Ladies and gentlemen, please tune in tomorrow on Old Lunk Entertainment. All right. The Point of View is gonna have a humdinger.
Yes, sir.
See how I always come up with them little old school. They gonna pitch a
Humdinger.
wang dang doodle tomorrow.
Wang dang.
Yeah, they gonna pitch we gonna pitch a.
We're going to talk about Married
Yes, sir.
to the Memory.
Boy,
Why do people stay
boy.
when love goes cold? Gonna be a nice one. Be a good conversation.
That's tomorrow night.
We're gonna have old B-Rob in the house, and we're gonna have
Ready.
Miss Sunshine back with us. So yeah, it'll be a nice discussion. Y'all join us 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yes, sir. Listen here. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. This is Off the Muscle. Knowledge, wisdom, and game. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.